All right. So, Nick, we have Cash versus Yuki. This is really going to be a good match. I think Cash was the regional champion for. Cash was the regional champion for last season.
Correct.
And Yuki has placed multiple times actually from multiple top cuts.
Yes, correct.
So he is. So this is gonna be a really, really exciting match. So we have, I believe, Charizard, Pidgeot Charizard.
Yes, Pidgeot Charizard and Kashvinder side, correct.
And versus, I believe, Lost Box. Give me a second. Let me triple check on that.
Yep. So we're going. Yuki starting first here. Get the greatest turn 1 card ever known to man, Battle VIP Pass. I think that's what all the previous Lost Box players needed to play their games. Here we go. It's got to be a comfy here. Whether looking for a really good ninja, another story.
So
Cameron start.
Yeah, so he's there. I'm pretty sure he's gonna look for the comfy, and Yuki is actually playing the turbo variant,
The old school version.
the old school
with
version.
Dragonite V. Look at that full art Dragonite V. There we go.
He's opted not to play the Raikou, which I think is actually the right call, actually, because you don't really need the Raikou with
Nowadays, no, not really.
no with the Dragonite hitting, being able to kill him. I think almost anything. Minus the Iron Hands, I think with a Bravery Charm.
Yeah.
Dragonite should be able to sweep up anything.
And you can pile the pressure early on with Cameron anyway.
Exactly.
I think there's one change that Yuki, because I played against Yuki in the previous Town League, and that's a counter catcher. I think that's a very good addition to this Lost Box deck.
Yeah, especially you're gonna hit 10 in turn 2, right? And from there, you can start using Stabilize. So you're always able to counter catchers. I think you're able to counter catcher because you're stabilizing not to kill,
Correct.
but to set up the damage, right? So you can counter
correct.
catcher something which is going to be hard for the opponent to retreat, and then from there be able to just take a clean 4 prize turn or 6 prize turn even.
Correct. Just leave something big there to be stuck in the active, and then just keep taking out all the. But that being said, Cash is playing a deck that I think he's been playing for this current standard format. Charizard Pidgeot is quite efficient with it, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Charizard is his favorite Pokemon. Charmander is his favorite Pokemon. So yeah, I think since the deck came out, he has been very, very excited to play the deck. And he's gotten very, very proficient at it. He's I think played all variants of Charizard as far as I know.
Yeah.
And Charizard is just generally very, very, very good in the format since the Brazilians found it.
Okay, so Yuki has just. I think because Yuki, I think they're both players are friends, right? So we know, I think they both know what each other is playing. So Yuki decided to put on Dragonite V early on, right? Because knowing that he can't retreat Cameron turn 1. So there's again, I don't know if it's another stream curse, but at least you're not gonna get a donk. At the very least, you're not gonna get a donk.
That is very, very true. But I mean, on the other side of things, yeah, Cash manages to find the Arbin, which is really good.
Because he's gonna use that to get better VIP Pass.
Yeah, but he starts with Luminion.
That's true. That is a 2-price liability.
Not to mention it's an easy 2-price, right? Because you're able to then use the Dragonite to take the return knockout. Should Yuki then hit 7, but at this point in the game, with no cards in the last zone, it's a little bit hard.
Cash can take a really big decision case. He's really taking all these Pokemon are in the deck. Just play a Jirachi. I think the Jirachi be very key here. Setting it up near the late of the turn when Yuki is nearly up to 10 lost cards in the lost zone, right? Really stops the lost Sableye. I think there's a very I think it's a hit and miss thing. Not a lot of stage 2 decks are playing Jirachi, but when they do play it, I think Lost Box players we shudder when they see
for sure. People when the card was first leaked or teased, right?
Yep.
I think a lot of people are like, oh, Lost Box is dead, but I mean. We've seen how many people are playing Lost Box still. Jirachi is definitely more like a tech card. It's exactly like Mana V, but for a different use case. But I think overall, it's gonna be an interesting match. Cash is I really like what Cash is doing. Right, he's making sure that he has all the cards he needs in his deck before he decides to choose what he's gonna play. And with the Lumi start, actually, you are then able to find Forest Seal Stone, which I'm questioning where is he going to look for a second VIP pass here. I think that may actually be the play, right?
If we catch as well, according to that list, he's playing 2 different kinds of PG here.
Yes.
He's playing both the 50 HP PG, which can call for family, and the 60 HP PG. Because you again against Lost Box, right? It's a bit of a iffy situation playing a low HP PG. Stabilize can it has extra damage counters to spread around.
Yeah.
But I think in this case, luck is a skill a bit. You got that one slight chance now since Yuki couldn't get any cards in the lost zone. So I think setting up your board here is the ultimate priority. As many Charmander, 1 PG down, things should be okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like like I said, I'm just thinking whether he's gonna be using the Forest Seal Stone this turn.
Let's see if he doesn't touch it first.
It is a relatively good play, right? You're able to then fully set up your board with a second Charmander as well as a second Pidgey.
He's not. He's keeping the Forest Seal Stone and passing his turn, knowing I think that Yuki has not get on the card in his lost zone yet. Okay, now he's got to manage to get an energy card here to use Comfy. Let's go. 2 cards. It's a escape rope going to the lost zone. That's 1.
That was a very quick decision from
it's
probably
he knew it. He knew he already had one. Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
It's probably because of the chorus, and he does find pretty good things.
And his own Forest Seal Stone.
He does find some pretty good things actually. He has his own Forest Seal Stone. He's got some pretty good choices. I mean, he doesn't know that Cash doesn't play the mana fee.
Yeah, correct.
But the choices here are really hard to make.
Does Yuki play 2 Forest Seal Stone or only 1?
Yuki does play the only 1 copy of Forest Seal Stone.
I'm sure that's going to be one of the choices there.
Definitely.
But it's whether he wants to take a nest ball to find more Pokemon, Super Rod, keep for later. Okay, he's going to throw the Super Rod away. Do you think he's keep the energy card though? I think that energy card might be useful as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, if he's able to then draw into the Greninja or use the nest ball to find the Greninja, he's then able to take it into his deck further, right? I mean, honestly, at this point of the game, I would potentially throw away the count. There we go, the Cancer Cologne. Because you don't know whether or not he plays, the Cash plays mana fee.
Or not,
and at this point of the game as well, you don't necessarily need the Canceling Cologne because his strategy is going to be pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
He's not able to take this turn to Sableye, so he's going to use the Dragonite to hit into probably the Charizard.
Correct.
Not taking the knockup, more importantly. And then from there, finish the Charizard off with the Sableye. So I think that is going to be Yuki's game plan here, and he does find the Greninja with the nest ball. Then he's able to use the energy to draw 2 more cards from his deck. But the question is, sequencing wise, would you, Nick, put the Forest Seal Stone on the Dragonite before and then use it before using concealed cards?
Of course, the concealed cards first, because you couldn't work the 2 cards you get. Then you decide, okay, later on, maybe the Forest Seal Stone you don't need it now. You can keep it for later as well. Yeah. I'm not sure if your opponent might play a Lost Vacuum and get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a.
I think a key for most players, for most Pokemon players, like you see the Forest Seal Stone, like you have one in deck, you immediately want to touch it, but never use it because you're thinking, oh, okay, I'll keep it for later. But then you never know what might happen. You might get bossed up, not just Lost Vacuum. So
yeah, so I think players definitely need to keep in mind as well that when you're attaching the when you have the Forest Seal Stone, right, you need to think about whether your opponent actually plays the Iona or the Judge, right? If it's the Judge or Iona heavy deck, then maybe you have a reason to attach the Forest Seal Stone and use it that turn. So you may need a bit more urgency. But then again, you can always draw it again naturally, or use Town Store or Arven to find your Forest Seal Stone at a later point.
Speaking of Arven, Cash, so Yuki has just passed his turn again, so no attacks, only 3 cards in the lost zone. Cash here with a second Arven in a row, which is perfect because rare candy time.
Yeah, rare candy time. And we all know that this deck, it's called Arven Zard.
Yeah,
for a reason, right? If you're able to just Arven every single turn, it honestly feels like shady dealings.
Oh yeah, it does actually.
It feels like shady dealings, right? Where you're able to just cherry pick any trainer, or back then it was any trainer, but now it's any item or end tool. Yep. Right, so the deck is very strong. You're able to then chain your evolutions, right? You're able to evolve your Pidgey into Pidgeot and then use the quick search to find your other piece, whether it's a Charizard or a rare candy.
I love the addition of Vengeful Punch in Cash's deck. He just pulled it out with Arven. The Vengeful Punch, I believe, if you get hit, you can return damage.
You get knocked out.
Yeah.
If you're knocked out, you get to put 40 damage on the Pokemon that's attacking, which sets it up pretty nicely for stuff like. Basically, the idea is the 40 damage plus the 180.
Yep.
It's still 20, right? Which is then able to just take out any basic V Pokemon.
Correct.
Or most of the basic V Pokemon, not any. You can't take out the Dragonite V, for example.
Yeah, quite cool. It has 230 HP, which is the top end of a basic 2 prizer.
Yeah, that 10 damage, man, so important.
So important, right? So we got Pidgeot here for sure, which brings out Charizard. Core system's already been used already, so we got a full setup. We got the best setup board possible here. So I do think that Cash is gonna take out a Comfy, likely, right? Because I think Cash's goal right now is to remove Comfy. So it then becomes extremely hard for Yuki to dig into his deck then find
to then find like another chorus, for example, or another comfy, and you're not able to add that last card into your lost zone, which really sucks because then you're not able to use your Cramorant.
Correct, because you can't even get to 7 to use Mirage Gate to get Dragonite active to start attacking as well.
I'm not even thinking about I'm not even thinking about 7 at this point, man. The 4 is so important.
Let's just play a Manaphy. Manaphy comes down to the board here.
Oh, this is so hard for Yuki.
Very hard for Yuki here. Yuki is a very mixed hand here. Mirage Gate. We even have
he's the Roxanne. He's got a single copy of Roxanne in hand as well.
He does have an energy though, and the Forward Seal Stone. You could probably use it to find Clover's Experiment. Keep moving a bit.
Yeah, I would definitely find the chorus at this point. You need to hit the 4.
Yeah.
Alright, it's so important for you to hit the 4 this turn. I mean, the fact that you're turbo last boss.
Yeah, and you're not even turbo.
3 on your turn.
3 turn. Yeah, that's very
so unfortunate. I think this definitely continues the streaming curse.
On that side of the table.
It's so unfortunate. But that said, I think Yuki is not out of it yet, right?
Yes, there's a chance.
Yeah, and the thing is that Yuki doesn't need to take prizes right now.
Correct.
Right? Because your whole point of the deck of Turbo Lost Box is you gotta swing 7 with the Dragonite. I'm hoping to get a kill.
Yep.
If not, you can always clean up with the Sable Eyes later, right?
Correct. That's what I like about this format as well. It's not like even at this stage of the game, it's not 100% clear that Cash might win. You know, a well-timed Roxanne could turn the favor back to Yuki. He could the game could be turned on his head. Sable Eye could be taking prizes after that.
Yeah,
you know, everything's possible here.
All right, let's take a moment to maybe zoom out a bit, right? So I think with the introduction of stuff like Counter Catcher, with Roxanne still in format, do you think the overall meta has slowed down a bit?
Slowed down. I would. There are cases where I would agree to that. There are some cases where I would disagree to that. Like in the case of, for example, Turbo Roaring Moon, which like can go insane turn, or in the case of Miraidon, you know. But I think they have with all these like comeback mechanics, I think it makes the Pokemon TCG more fun. I think like you even at the particular like 3 prizes ahead, you know, it's not over yet.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what it definitely does, maybe I don't think the meta has slowed down necessarily.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it allows for a lot more counterplay ability. Right, you're able to play the game from behind, and I think a lot of the old players, at least from what I've been hearing, have been complaining about not being able to do that. Right, they use stuff like I think Counter Energy, Counter Catcher just returned to format.
Yes.
But these cards are what allows players who are slightly behind prizes to come back. The only thing that we are quote unquote missing right now is Reset Stamp.
Ooh, no. We don't want that back in the format, okay? Let's be clear, we don't want that back in the format. We don't want an item card that can disrupt opponent's hand.
Yeah, that would be absolutely bonkers.
Yuki again with not I mean, at least he managed to attack this turn though with Cameron. Hitting the 110 on the Charizard is very important.
Having 5 in a lost zone as Turbo Lost Box on turn 4?
Yeah, turn 3. Yeah, turn 3. End of turn 3.
This feels so
turn 4, right?
It's turn 4, I believe.
Yeah. It started first. Now,
guys,
make a second Charmander down. This is to attack here. Just needs to keep piling on the pressure, just keep attacking because he knows once 3 prizes are taken, Roxanne's coming already.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be interesting to see how Yuki is gonna play out of this.
Let's see whether he can get something with these 2 cards. Okay, he got Nest Ball though.
He's got a Counter Catcher.
Okay. So there's still a way for him here.
Possibility to maybe boss the Counter Catcher stall, maybe, but that's the only thing he can do at this point. It feels so terrible at this point. I may even consider just putting a Bravery Charm on the Greninja just to tank a bit more. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because Bravery Charm on Greninja makes it 180. It's not enough to even take a hit from.
At least you get a comfy out though. At least you get comfy out.
But I mean, with the comfy, you're gonna hit 6 this turn. Unless you mention top deck the chorus.
Yeah, I think top deck the chorus. Yeah. It all depends on this now. Let's see what he gets.
Does he have a way to retreat?
Though, yeah, that's another thing because he used the 1 energy to use conceal cards and all too.
It's so.
Let's see. He does have
a rope. And actually, the rope in the Counter Catcher may be able to buy him a turn.
Yes, correct.
But he doesn't need to because he Cash pushed out the Manaphy instead of
Cash didn't even think about it. You just send the card that he feels like it's not going to lose so much if he loses the Manaphy here with the board already set up like this.
I wonder why he didn't push out the Pidgeot though.
Yeah, because of free retreat. I think because he doesn't want it to be attacked. Like for example, he could come out another Cramorant to hit another 110 on the Pidgeot. which in turn later on could be detrimental if Yuki managed to set up a Sableye.
True. That is very, very true. This is why you're still better player than me, Nick.
But you're the one that's second in regional, right? I like how we're just scratching each other's back here. Just coming out.
Okay, so
might be using that just to stall for one more turn, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Because he needs to hit that 7, right? Once he hits the 7, then he can start swinging with Dragonite. But it may be a little bit too, maybe too little, too late at this point in the
Yuki's hand is
time.
very, very big though. I wonder if Cash has enough to disrupt his opponent's hand, maybe with Iono or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that would be very, very well timed Iono.
Okay, that's why. See, he had escape up in hand, so it's like he's willing to sacrifice the Manaphy in case. But now this is Yuki's problem here. Does he give up? He has to give up the Comfy. But I think I would give up the Dragonite at this point.
You would, right?
Because he can't knock out the Dragonite.
Yeah.
And I would let the Dragonite tank that 40 HP.
Exactly.
Tank damage. But because I don't think unless Yuki does know that he plays Ventral Punch though. But that's a bit like thinking too far ahead.
And even then, it's probably arguably more better to sacrifice the Dragonite, right? Because I mean you need that last card in your Lost Zone in order for you to Mirage Gate, and there's no other way for you to get it except if you top deck another Comfey or top deck the Chorus, right? And even then, even if you do top deck the Chorus or the second Comfey, you want to hit the 10.
Yes.
Because with Turbo Lost Box, you need to get that Sableye set up and ready to go. It's just really, really unfortunate.
Okay, so Cash has used Pidgeot's ability to find any card he wants. He just used it to find a Nest Ball to take out Jirachi. Okay, this is very key here. As like if you're just starting to play Pokemon TCG, right? You know, doing this actually helps you reduce cards in your deck later on. So when your opponent disrupts your hand, for example, using Iono, using Roxanne, you might not draw into a Nest Ball later. You don't need it.
Yeah, for sure. So it's called deck thinning, right? And deck thinning is what really separates, I think, good players from average players.
Yes.
And as we mentioned earlier, I think Hash
as a regional champion,
was a regional champion, and he has played this deck and has been playing Pokemon for a very, very long time. So moving back to the game itself.
So Yuki here, he's definitely going to use Roxanne. It's just whether he wants to set up. I think do we want to put down the Sableye now? Because if the reason is that now if he plays the Roxanne, he's not going to be able to play Cover's Experiment at all. And he has 1, 2, 3, 6 cards. He just needs one more Comfy, to be honest, to get Mirage Gate set up.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how he's gonna get the last card in Lost Zone. Yeah, because I mean, as you mentioned earlier, right?
He needs to retreat the Greninja as well. That's another issue here to get the Comfy out. And then with the Comfy, he needs to still have Mirage Gates because he's gonna shuffle the Mirage Gates back into the deck with Roxanne. So it's a really catch-22 situation here for Yuki. Should he Roxanne? But I think Roxanne is the best player.
Roxanne would be the best player. I mean, would it though? Because the thing is that if you have Chorus...
He doesn't have Colvus. If he has Colvus, then I will Colvus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he has Colvus, then I will just Colvus right here. And just go attack, use the Roxanne for next turn instead.
Yeah, I think that would be the slightly smarter play.
In the end, he did attach the Bravery Charm to the Raging Greninja. Give me 180 HP.
Well, that's a thick Greninja. So it's got more HP to Squawkabilly EXA. But yeah, this is just a really awkward situation to be in overall. He does get a Chorus.
He does get a Chorus. Okay. So he must have drawn it earlier. Let's see. Ooh, that's some easy choices though. Manaphy and Battle VIP Pass. Okay, now he has 7 cards. So
he's got 8 cards in the Lost Zone right now.
So Dragonite is active, but he's gonna retreat.
No, conceal cards.
Conceal cards. I'll draw 2. Let's go. Let's see what he gets. As a Lost Box player, like it's not to play yourself, right? You know. What is like the best time to use, like especially if you've got so many cards in your hand, like you think half your deck is in your hand, then you may or may not have the energies left in your deck. You're not sure. Like, so what would you like? What would your case be like to play Mirage Gates? Like, do you need to Roxanne first?
No,
like,
Council. I'll use the Council first to check the deck.
That's
if I'm really not sure, but I mean typically, at least when I was playing Lost Xeno, right?
Yep.
I will always have the numbers. In fact, the first thing I always do in a deck check is check my energy counts.
Yep.
And then from there, when I have the initial number in my head, then after that, I'll go back in. If I'm really not sure, for example.
Yep.
So I either play a Nest Ball or try to find a way to look through my deck, whether it's through a Nest Ball or through a Stadium.
So in the case of Yuki, he just used Super Rod to get 3 energies back to the deck.
Just to be safe.
So it's 100%, with Mirage Gate, you're getting the cards you need there. So Dragonite is going to go out to attack here, and it's definitely going to knock out that Charizard.
But I don't think Cash is super worried at this point, right? Because all he needs to do is find that rare candy into his second Charizard as well.
Yep.
I'm actually a bit curious as to why he didn't do it earlier. But I guess he's in no rush
correct.
to find a second Charizard.
Because if the Dragonite takes knockout this turn, then Yuki will pick up 2 prizes. Charizard will be able to take a knockout on the
anything.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
That's where counter catcher is key here. Taking the, is that not enough?
It's not enough.
But it's good because now he's still reducing the damage on Charizard. Charizard cannot knock out the Dragonite here.
Yeah, and this is interesting.
This is a very good play. This is a very, very good play. This is why we're talking about like the difference between casual players and top players here. Thinking that I should take out a Charizard to take the prize here, but now putting damage on this Pidgeot means that he could next turn use Roxanne and use Sableye to start picking the.
Well, I mean, he first of all needs to get rid of the Jirachi, right? Yep. So we need to keep in mind that Yuki has to have one more counter catcher, which he does play.
Yeah, he does play.
So he needs to counter catcher the Jirachi first, kill the Jirachi, and then from there take a very big.
That Cash isn't super hot, the Jirachi back in and then put it down
again. Yeah. He needs to play. Yeah, it takes a 4-prize turn. It takes a 4-prize turn, which is pretty nutty.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so Cash is setting up his insurance policy here as Charmeleon is getting set up. At the very least, Yuki knows that Cash can't take a knockout here.
Yeah, and
but he's gonna set. I think he's gonna set. He's got a boss order. He's gonna go for the Greninja play. Here we go.
Yeah, so basically what this does, right, is that it prevents Yuki from drawing more cards from his Greninja, which makes things a bit more comfortable, or makes things a little bit more hard for Yuki to play on.
Cash is in a significant lead here with 6-2. So Yuki does have the second counter catcher ready in hand. It's also Cold Experiment. Yes, he does have it. There it is, ready in hand.
There you go. And he also has the course to hit 10 this turn.
Okay, he's eyeing it. Yep.
He really just wants to kill the Pidgeot
here. By taking out the Pidgeot and then using Roxanne, you're trying to limit Cash's resources from finding any cards in his deck.
More cards, yeah, that makes sense.
Taking the switch card here
because he doesn't want to sacrifice the Dragonite. So what he's going to do is that he's going to sack the Sableye instead because he already has 2 Sableyes on the board and one is already damaged, right? Okay. So
is he going to play Cold Experiment to get the last 2 cards?
No, he's just going to Roxanne this turn. Yeah, I think this is.
So he's gonna. It's a pre, right? Because he only has 8 cards in the Lost Zone. He needs a Lost Vacuum here. A Lost Vacuum to get rid of the stadium would give him 10 cards.
A Lost Vacuum to get rid of the stadium would get him 10 cards, indeed. Not to mention, I was thinking if there's a scratch angle here.
Oh, yeah. Would it be enough?
Short of 10 damage.
Short 10.
I was doing the math. I was like 250, 20, 270. Oh, you're short of 10. Which is slightly unfortunate.
If you're wondering why Sableye has damage counters on it, it's because of Dragonite's attack. Dragonite's attack deals 20 damage to all of your own bench Pokemon.
Yep, 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. But fun fact, if you play Manaphy, oh no, Manaphy doesn't Manaphy does not prevent it, unfortunately.
Manaphy depends opponents.
Yuki drew into the last vacuum.
Exactly what he needs. This is key here.
His Pound Story to thin out his deck a little bit more. This is exactly the play which Yuki needed, right? I mean, his deck was thin enough right now, he would be able to.
Okay, Yuki needs to pray that Cash didn't get the boss orders from that. To take out the Dragonite immediately.
Yeah. But this is supremely well played from Yuki's side of things. I mean, he made a really bad situation.
But if he charm on the Dragonite, really, that's exactly what he needs. Yeah, because he's
he used the vacuum to get rid of that. That is really well played overall.
Okay, so 2 prizes here. Let's see what Cash gets in his cards.
Come on, Cash, show us your cards.
Let me see what he has. He did get a Charizard. Oh, he did get a Charizard. He's considering to evolve it though.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't think you should just evolve it here.
All right, so just to clarify for the people watching at home, if time does get called, as we can see, it's going to be finished in about 20 seconds.
Yep.
We will move into +3 turns, and what that means.
Wait, can Sableye? How did Sableye knock out the Pidgeot?
Lost Mine.
But there's a Jirachi.
No, Lost Mine.
Lost Mine bench Pokemon. Okay.
So So Cash is just loading up energies to prevent any kind of boss stall.
Yeah, he's ready.
mentalities.
He's
He
ready.
is extremely ready.
Just take a knockout here and see what happens. Okay, here comes the Dragon Knight. Does Yuki play a second Roxanne?
No, he plays the one copy of
Okay, so
Roxanne.
we'll pray that sticks. We'll pray that sticks. Let's see, draw a card. Ooh, I see. Let's see.
Okay, so wait, so what does Yuki want to do here, right?
Yeah.
Because Yuki can take the knockout on the front Charizard,
Correct.
but because
Yeah, one price left. Correct.
Yuki realizes this.
And there's a Charizard in the bench
And
already.
Charizard
That's
in
the
the bench
problem.
as well, right? So the thing is that even if you do boss and hit the fresh Charizard, you don't, he just concedes.
Yeah, because Cash is already prepared insurance, all energies everywhere.
Yeah.
So 100% he's okay.
What?
And just on time as well.
Yeah, what a good game. We had
Finally, we had a great game on stream. That's two great players here.
and two really, really good players. It's just a little bit unfortunate that Yuki braked hard, I think, turn one, but he played out of it.
To the best of his ability. I think if Yuki could manage to set up like this, like one turn earlier, it may have changed things.
It may be even more close, actually. It may be even closer, which is actually bonkers if you think about it.
Correct.
So, congratulations to Cash, and good job to Yuki for playing such a good game.
So Cash is going to next round 3-0 now. In his quest to get another Charizard EX for his deck.
Yeah, because I remember, fun fact, so he's actually using two of my Charizard EXs.
Oh, really? For this?
So you know, if he wins this, he gets Charizard EX box, so there you go.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what he
100%
needs.
what he needs right now. And we'd like to invite Cash over for a quick shout out. So,
Yeah, let's invite Cash to come over here for a quick interview. I don't know if you can fit through this thing. Can you fit? Okay. Can you? All right. There we go. We got Cash here.
congratulations, sir. 300.
Congratulations.
So, what,
Hey.
so, tell us, Zard, how do you feel?
Good deck.
Good deck?
Yes.
Best deck in format?
Yes. I mean, I'm biased, so yes.
So tell me, what was going on?
To your mind earlier, especially when Yuki was like, here a pitch draw to go for a Roxanne play to try and disrupt you.
I kind of guessed that because I already played Yuki like 3 times this past month, so, and I know he played 2 Goblin Catcher. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that pitch was gonna get whacked. So I'm like, try to set everything else up first and then survive the Roxanne that I know is gonna come.
Yeah, for sure.
So I already knew he got Roxanne, the 2 Counter Catcher, the cancelling Cologne, then I saw cancelling Cologne 1, I'm like, one problem gone.
I think no, if both players like set up well, right? In the case of Yuki, was a bit slow for the early
Yeah, I
turns,
constantly
right?
have one question.
Correct. So if both players set up well, what do you think is the matchup like?
It depends on who set up.
Well,
You can still like choose not to attack.
Yeah, correct. Because he
Like-
wants you to take prizes first.
Yeah, like in the invitation that your guys posted,
Yep, the GSP.
that's
Yeah.
what happened. He
Okay.
chose not to attack.
All right.
And I was a bit stuck, so I had to make a bit of a weird plays. And I think last Sunday also he chose not to attack, and then I made the mistake. I'm like, okay,
Take a knockout.
I also won't attack.
Oh no! That was a trap. Yeah, that was a trap. That was
I
a
learned that
trap.
mistake. I'm like,
That was a
okay,
trap.
yeah, that was a trap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
no.
trap. You had to take knockouts. It's
Yeah, I had to
Charizard.
take
Yeah. Keep taking
well,
knockouts.
well, do you,
Because his ball was like, okay, there's a lot of Pokemon attacked by Sableye. I'm like, okay, use your Dragonite, hit me. They're all knocked out. And then after that, he tried to hit both my Charizard with Greninja, then he realized, oh, that doesn't work.
Yes.
Well-
Don't forget that Charizard has the innate ability to protect itself in the bench from
the
damage.
Terra ability right there.
Japanese Charizard.
Well, congratulations, Cash, once again. Congrats.
One more
going
step
to
to
Rido.
getting the Charizard EX box and replacing
Yeah,
your
and I can
Japanese
finally
cards.
replace my Japanese card.
Yeah, with English cards.
Yeah,
Yes,
with English
exactly.
I need to.
Wait, why aren't you using the Zards? You have them. Alright, well, all the
I
best.
have the Japanese picture from. I thought, I don't have to play
For
this
spice,
anymore.
for spice.
Well, all the best, sir. And good luck for the rest of the day.
Right. Alright, where are we going?
Alright, so without further ado, we're going to take a break.
Yep.
Round 4 is going to start really, really soon, so stay tuned. We'll catch you guys in a bit.
Ini buying from.